Winter is coming. It's starting to feel like a reunion. Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 6, Blood of My Blood. This is your reminder that I do not do spoiler-free reviews anymore. Let's get right into it. So, lots of characters we haven't seen in a while popping up, starting right off the bat with Benjen Stark saving Bran and, I'm sorry, I forget her name, but the girl who's with him. And even though they would not reveal that it was Benjen until the end of the episode, I pretty much called that as soon as he showed up. I didn't call how it was he happened to still be alive, so that was interesting to find out. That's not nothing. Although we don't see him, we get a few more details on the Blackfish and what he's up to, and in finding out more about that, we see Walder Frey for the first time in a while. It's kind of nice seeing him again, if only because I'm hoping that they're reestablishing him so maybe they can kill him. Sort of jumping back for a second, the other thing that was interesting about the opening was seeing that Bran kind of had like an info dump into his head from the Three-Eyed Raven, and he saw all sorts of stuff that he hasn't seen before, some of which stuff we haven't seen before, which was really cool. I really love Arya's scenes. First of all, they did with her what I wanted her to happen, that her conscience is too strong to just be a killer for money. She has to have a reason to want to kill somebody. So I was very happy to see her have that change of heart, but I think they built up to it nicely with her watching this play and watching this actress, but also sort of seeing, even though it's this sort of second-hand and pastiche representation of it, but see the pain of losing family, which is a pain she knows. Just to watch all that resonate and just see the gears turning. She portrays all that very well, and when she got Needle out from those rocks, oh, that was great. Now, I am a little bit nervous for her, but I'm also excited because that other girl looks like she's gonna try and track her down, and for my money, Arya will kill her. And I'm gonna call it right now, she's gonna kill her in the dark, because when Arya blew that candle out, she was in total blackness. My first thought is, she knows how to fight in blackness. She learned to fight blind. Can that other girl fight blind? That stuff was definitely the highlight of the episode. Some other stuff that was not quite as great, but was still interesting. The stuff with the High Sparrow and all that going on. This guy, he's good. And I'm really curious. I can't call myself whether or not I think Marjorie has actually bought into all this or if she's playing the game, because she sells it really well when she brings Tommen in, but at the same time I know she is really good at that, and I remember just an episode ago. So one of two things happened. Either seeing her brother in that state finally broke her and she did actually cave and she was being legit, or it just made her all the more devious about what she's doing. I could see that going either way. Tommen, I think he has actually drank the Kool-Aid on this. I think she did her job a little too well. But seeing all that pan out and play out, it's really interesting, and it puts the Lannisters and the Tyrells in a really uncomfortable situation, because very clearly the people of the city are all in favor of this joining of the Crown and the Faith, but that's not in the interest of any of the houses. The stuff with Daenerys was fine. It was kind of a reminder of where she's heading, but it's not, they're not giving us more stalls. They're actually got her, she gets her dragon, she's got an army, she's gonna go collect her other armies. Awesome, great. But I mean, overall, this episode is a step down from previous episodes. The last one especially was phenomenal. This one, it's not bad, but it's not what that one was. There is one segment of this thing though that was just, oh God, Samwell and his family and that dinner, oh God, that was painful. I mean, I'm not big on awkwardness, like in a scene, like, let's milk how awkward and uncomfortable this is. I don't enjoy watching that as a rule of thumb, and that's what this scene was. And it feels kind of unnecessary because I bought everything that Sam told us about his dad. We didn't need this big ass long awkward scene just to re-emphasize all the stuff we'd already been told. And as far as Gilly saying, when we went down to Castle Black, the instant she said that, I'm like, well, he's gonna pick up on that, and he did. So I mean, the whole thing was predictable, and it's just as well that they got out there, because if Sam's dad had actually taken a close look at that kid, he would have gone, wait a minute, that kid's blonde with blue eyes. You're not blonde with blue eyes. You're not blonde with blue eyes. There is no way that that is my grandchild. So probably just as well that they're leaving. Although, all that said, I do kind of like the payoff that Samwell, in his own meek little way, gets some balls. takes the sword, leaves, mans up. I mean, he can't man up in the traditional way, actually stand up to his father. It's not in him, but he's gonna man up in what is the best way that he himself can actually do that. And you know what? Good on you, Sam. But overall, that segment just sort of, I mean, the episode as a whole kind of had a little bit of a predictable feel. I mean, not that I could call absolutely everything that was happening, but like I said, I called that was Benjen right off the bat. That whole dinner scene, I figured what was going on. There was nothing particularly surprising about Daenerys' stuff. I was slightly surprised by some of the stuff with the High Sparrow and the Walk of Atonement that didn't happen. It's not a filler episode. It is moving things forward, but it's just, you know, it's a slowing down from what we'd gotten the last couple of episodes. So hopefully steam will get picked up again next time. Although on one final note, 2 episodes in a row with no Ramsay. I'm liking this streak. How far can we take it? So Blood of My Blood, have you seen this episode? What did you think about it? Whatever it is, drop something down in the comments and let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check me out on Twitter at Council of Geeks, follow the Council of Geeks podcast on iTunes and Stitcher, and until next time, this council is adjourned.